Hello everybody, my name's wokkamagic and welcome back to Doki Doki Yuri Club. So we were cutting ribbons with Yuri last time because we were making decorations for the festival that's happening tomorrow? Yeah, that's the one. So, after we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. Yeah, voice. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yes! Let's do it! What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tape tablets. Yeah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Curious. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. Why can I never English? This is terrible. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my hand to bump into hers. Oh, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. You hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh my god! Why? Why do they do this to me? This hurts to look at because it's so cute. Ah, 1 second. Thumbnail sorted. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh my god. Ah, that's even cuter. Look at that. Oh my god. Why did they have to go and close her eyes? This hurts. It's so cute. Ah, what have I clicked on? I keep hitting that desktop button. There's got to be a way to remove that somewhere. It's the only issue when playing games in windowed mode. For some reason that button still fucking works. Or I might have just clicked on my second monitor. Who knows? Who cares? Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little bit longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. Oh my god, if I was more of a man, I would have kissed her. I mean, that was the perfect opportunity for it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning? I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little bit concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Wokka. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh my god, that's so close. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy to be this close to Yuri. I mean, they could have sort of done a bit more high-res artwork for this segment. I know it might only be once that this happens, but still, I would like a Yuri, high-res Yuri this close. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Yeah? Hi, Wokka. Sayori? Just now we weren't... It's okay, Wokka. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow? Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Oh, bye-bye, Yuri. Oh, she's gone. That's sad. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So, I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Wokka? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. No, she really shouldn't. She shouldn't disappear. She's a gem and we all love her. It's true, Wokka. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I knew Monica was up to no good. She is not the kind-hearted, friendly person you genuinely think she is. Because she just admitted Monica was right. She should just... That implies that Monica has been saying something bad to her. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Wokka. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you so much. I did this to myself. Wokka, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh my god. What? Now, is this going to make or break my relation with Yuri? Oh god, I'm gonna have to save it again, aren't I? Because that's what it sounds like. If I say I love you, then that's it. That'll be the Yuri line down, won't it? But if I say you'll always be my dearest friend, that will leave the Yuri line open. But what's gonna happen to Sayori? I mean, we do love her, but we love her as a friend. Because we all love Yuri here. It's the Yuri zone. There you go. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please, trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Wokka. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more meek smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. So, I wonder what would happen if we actually said I love you. I mean, I am genuinely going to have to Google all of this afterwards. Or just play through this segment on my own, because I do like these kind of visual novel things where it takes a single path, but seeing other characters evolve and how they interact with you is also really quite interesting. Because, like, what would happen right now? Would we have killed the Yuri line and just diverted straight onto Sayori's line? I mean, all the work we've put into Yuri, I'm sure that couldn't have gone to waste. Excuse me, belching at the same time. If we said I love you to Sayori. I mean, this is just playing with emotions. Because here we got someone who is deeply depressed and in love with us, but she's almost depressed because of us. It's like, it's hard to say. It hurts to try and work this out. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Oh, God. I don't know if we're doing the right thing. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Finally, funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But, knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Wokka, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing. Nice. The lazy route. I mean, there's probably something I would do. My imagination is shite. My God, I can't come up with shit like that. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she tried a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Walker. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, she really isn't trustworthy. And I don't know, just the way she said, Sayori didn't seem like in the kind of mood to actually tell anybody about what happened. Obviously we know Monica breaks the fourth wall, so that's probably how she found out. But just the terminology she used. Your exchange last night. You really left her hanging this morning. That doesn't sit right with me. I don't know why, it just doesn't sit right. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I've never read before. Percent. Oh, God. Just get out of my head repeatedly. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Was this the one she wrote last night? You know, she said, I'm going to go write a poem about this. This section right here in the middle. This I do not like. It just... Something is really not right with Sayori. I really think we should have just said I love you back. That is not sitting right with me. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Wokka? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school simply makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. God, I'm feeling anxious again. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. God, my heart is pounding. This is really putting me on edge. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say, oh, the fuck? Sayori? What? Why? God, no. An exception has occurred. Game script. See traceback.txt for details. What the fuck is going on? So, Monica knew about this because she said you left her hanging this morning. So is this Monica's doing? Is this what she was telling Sayori about? And when Sayori said Monica was right. Oh god. What is an exception has occurred? What the fuck is going on? This has taken a very dark fucking turn. My god. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then, why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ear. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. To be fair, that's exactly what I'm thinking at the moment. I mean, she was our childhood friend, and it just hurts to see her like that. She was always just so happy and upbeat. Walked her to school and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. Then I could have prevented this. That single choice of saying I love you to her, would that have prevented this? I just don't know. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can just reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Okay, jeez. I thought when it was saying that, it would have deleted all of my fucking saves. That would have been a 4-4 break. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End? End of what? Is that just... Oh. What the fuck is going on? Well, there's now a little June, but So, Jesus, this is fucking with my head. I was not expecting any of this. I heard all the little rumours of it and shit. You know, that it has a twist to it. But this, I mean... Sayori is no longer there. But you have a mix of Natsuki, Monika, and Yuri. And the play button's just fucking gibberish. I guess we just carry on? Yeah? Anybody speak that? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to the attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Holy fuck nuggets. The hell is... What? Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just being by on the average. Getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. So what the fuck just happened? Because that's the point. We're meant to say, oh yeah, we walked together with with Sayori. But that shit goes down with Monika in the picture. And see, it just changes to almost like Sayori never... Oh. Okay, my saves are genuinely gone. So yeah, that's where it said I can't undo what I've just done. So obviously I'm going to blame this all on Monika, because this is where I'm sort of getting the idea that she is causing all of this. Because you wouldn't say you really left her hanging without being the one to cause all of this. So, did she just fucking delete my saves and Sayori? That is just... If that is true, then fucking hell. This is just peculiar. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start the anime club. Wokka? Okay. This is really starting to weird me out. But in such a clever way. Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Just the glitches! Why? What is the meaning of the glitches? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Waka. By any chance, you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I want to ask you to join, but... I won't ask you to join, but... If you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Waka. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Holy... Wow, okay. That was, spooky as fuck. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh, okay. Girl 1. Huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Waka. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Waka in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you bought anyone new? I was going to... well, you know... Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Oh yeah, we don't get one of her cupcakes today. That's so depressing. We got a cupcake last time. Yeah, that'll be great. Why don't you come sit down, Waka? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Like literature. Oh my god, why am I belching? Fuck's sake. Ugh, I really shouldn't drink Coke when I record. Coke does not agree with me at all. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess... Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Oh god, my voice is starting to die. Fun. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Wokka, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. There's the big word, horror. This is turning into a fucking cute horror, isn't it? Fuck's sake. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open your own readers, exposing your vulnerabilities. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. If I can actually read English for a fucking change. Oh my god. English is my first language and I can barely fucking read it. Well, I can read quite well, it's just... sometimes I can't. 'Cause yay! Speaking! Yay! Go me! Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Yeah? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically over at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right. Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Wokka? Hold on. There's still one problem. Yeah? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh God, the eyes again! Not the eyes! But... I'm sorry, I thought... These girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Wokka. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. And as I said in episode 1, I'm defenseless against Yuri. It's... Yuri. Only Yuri. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Wokka? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Wokka, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You really are amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? I mean, doesn't that really call for a giggity wink wink nudge nudge kind of shit? But it's not Yuri, so no. not Yuri. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Wokka, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Well, we saw how last playthrough went, so unlikely. I mean, I can't exactly just leave it after that end, can I? There's so much more to give, because we never finished the Yuri route, did we? And that actually makes you think. If we had said, I love you to Sayori, would have Monica have found out and told Yuri, who would have killed herself? I mean, it has to make you wonder. Yeah, I really don't want to think about that, because it's Yuri. We love Yuri. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So we back round to the poem phase. Ooh, Oh, you have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Well, I mean, there's only one option. Yes. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Okay. I don't understand that. Is that Monica? Has she got like a bad home life? Maybe? Or was that Sayori? Because I'm assuming it was Monica, and she had a bad upbringing. I assume, I'm not really too sure. But we're on to the poems again. And, lo and behold, we are missing Sayori. But there's still no Monica. So, I guess each route we take, I mean, I could be completely wrong here. I could just be completely spoiling everything. Monica likes us. Monica likes us. But because she doesn't have an official route, which you see, we know she can fourth wall break and all of that shit. So she's not a normal person. She doesn't have a route. And she managed to kill off Sayori and delete her and my saves. So I can't undo anything. Which, shit. If I actually wanted to replay this myself, I can't actually officially start from the very, very beginning anymore. Unless I just permanently uninstall it via Steam? I don't know. But do you think Monika's removing her competition to have me to herself? I mean, we've still got lots more to play through, so we'll see. But I don't know. But anyway, it's still Yuri. We're all about Yuri. She is adorable. I mean, just look at her little sticker. That is just adorable in its own right. Am I right? Look at her. She's adorable. But, I think I'm going to leave it here. We can carry on in the next episode. I'll run through the poem bit on my own, so you don't have to say, oh, fuck it, whatever. Let's just get through it. Because there's always that segment before who I get to mingle with before we read our poems. So no, I'm going to leave it here. So, fuck me, this has taken a dark turn. Well, it took a dark turn for Sayori. It's now taking a weird fucking direction for us. I mean, Monika's just phasing in and out of existence. So we'll have to see. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, because I really am. I am loving this. I really can't wait to see how it goes. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And, as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!